Hey everyone, today's video is a very special one. This is a plant that I've had in my wish list for a really long time. So I'm so happy to have received it, and it looks so much better in person than what I've been able to capture on video here. This is the Ludicea discolor or the jewel orchid. These beautiful plants are terrestrial in nature, and in their natural setting you can find them growing on the forest floor. So they are known for their foliage, which is often velvety maroon or brown with the red veins that run parallel to the center of the leaf. That's how you can identify them. This is how beautiful these veins are. So these are like this pinkish red veins that are running parallel to the leaf itself. As I said, they are terrestrial in nature, right? Which means that they grow in the soil, but they do like damp soil, not soggy, wet soil. Grow them in sphagnum moss kind of a medium, or bark, or even coconut husk medium, but keep the media as moist as possible. So that it's not really soaking wet, but the plant, there is enough humidity and moisture for the plant, right? These are shade loving plants which can easily grow even in very low light conditions. Ensure that you don't put them in sun, because that means that their coloration will just disappear. Apart from that, of course, you might cause the leaves to burn as well. Very good candidates to be grown inside, in bathrooms where the humidity is high. Ensure that you kind of keep closely monitoring their upkeep. That's important. These are not the kinds of orchids that you can just let be, right? I mean, like a dendrobium. There are multiple variants in this. I think this one that I have is called the Ludicea dawsoniana. And there are two other variants. One is the Ludicea alba, which is more of an albino variant with green leaves and white veins. And then I think we also have the black velvet, which is a little more darker and deeper in shade. So absolutely gorgeous plants. Now coming to the flowers, I mean, of course, this plant is not grown for its flowers. But having said that, it's always wonderful when an orchid blooms. And if you see this, the flowers are like a little bit twisted, especially when it comes to the lip. And that's one of the reasons these plants are also called the twisted flower orchids. White flowers with a yellowish twisted lip. Pretty flowers, very small in size, but absolutely pretty. No fragrance, at least the variant that I have has no fragrance. And I've read at least that under good care the flowers can last up to at least a month or so. This is something that's new in my collection, so I'm very excited to be growing this orchid. From a pest standpoint, I think they can be prone to spider mite attacks, especially. So keep a watch on, especially the underside of the leaves. Oh, see how gorgeous these leaves are. I mean, I can't get over these plants. They're really gorgeous. So yeah, look at the underside of the leaves for spider mites. But beyond that, they are pretty pest free. Net, keep them moist. Have high humidity, put them in a high humidity environment. Don't put them in direct sunlight. Keep checking on them often. Check for their media, etc. They are slow growers. You don't have to fertilize them very often. I don't intend to fertilize this. So probably after the flowers go and once it's settled into my environment, start fertilizing them. So that's the plan. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'm so excited about growing these. I'm sure this is just the first of the jewel orchid that I have purchased. So I'm sure I'm going to add a lot more of this to my collection because I'm absolutely in love with them. So thanks again, everyone. Have a nice day.